right, things are
Welcome
happening.
back
Welcome back to Sonic
to
Surge.
Sonic Surge.
मेरे को एपिसोड का नंबर नहीं याद,
मुझे भी याद नहीं
तो
है।
कोई बात नहीं. ये एपिसोड समथिंग. वेलकम बैक. थैंक यू फॉर स्टिकिंग विद अस अंटिल हियर. थोड़ा सा
Yes,
शेड्यूलिंग खराब हो रहा है हमारा,
we are very inconsistent right now and
but
very
it's
fucking
okay.
exhausted.
Yes, that is the biggest thing. This will happen every winter. This is going to happen to this podcast because थोड़ा सा season strikes up.
वर्क आ जाता है हमारे पास।
Yeah. But अच्छी बात है, काम भी करते रहना चाहिए.
यस,
Speaking of it being December now,
एक इन लाइन फोर गई मेरे यहाँ से।
nice, nice. अच्छा हाँ, I was saying speaking of it is December now, which means F1 का season
यस,
खत्म हो रहा है.
F1 खत्म हो गया है।
More or less हाँ, अभी बचा है अपना World Constructors Championship.
हाँ, या
McLaren has
दैट इज गुड।
almost won it, but WDC 4 times Max Verstappen. Let's go. We have it was quite a quite a comeback,
यस,
and Lando no wins, bro. Lando no wins. पता है उसका इस
भाई
आज के
तुम्हारे
स्प्रिंट
McLaren
रेस
वालों की
में,
गांड जल रही है।
आज के स्प्रिंट रेस में आफ्टर लूजिंग ड्राइवर्स चैंपियनशिप, ब्रो गॉट पोल पोजीशन, led the whole race, got actually his first time leading from pole position end तक, and end में he even swapped positions with his teammate to give him points.
यस,
ये performances कहाँ थी 2-3 रेस पहले भाई? ये क्या है? मैक्स 9th पोजीशन में क्रूज करते हुए आ रहा है, मैं तो जीत गया
हाँ तो
भाई.
क्योंकि उसको जरूरत नहीं है अब, he does not give two fucks।
But F1 season is pretty much over, and I'm pretty sure McLaren is winning constructors. But Ferrari can catch up. अभी ऐसा सीन हो
या
रखा है. Ferrari is capable of catching up. मेरे कमरे में घूम रही हैं 2 मक्खियां, तो वो कैमरा पे दिख सकती है.
दैट इज गुड।
Yes.
ओके, uh one thing, I have gotten few good things right now, which I want to show you also.
Let's go.
Gamers
Okay.
up, I
Let's
got them.
go. Gamer subs, please sponsor. Please
Please sponsor
sponsor
us,
us.
we love you.
मैं plain पानी पी रहा हूँ until you sponsor us. Ow!
Yes,
I just
I've
hit
been having
myself in the
lean right.
tooth. I just hit myself in the tooth. Lovely.
Nice.
इक्कीस साल की जिंदगी में पानी पीना नहीं सीखा है मैंने. Lovely. Okay.
Okay. Other than that, first I want to talk about the new Royal Enfield Classic. Go on,
I like
go
it.
on,
Go on, huh?
or how do you,
Go on
you say it
classic.
as go on, right?
Go on classic
Go on
350.
Classic.
I like it. I
Me too.
okay, so I am biased. I don't know if you know this. You know this, audience. I don't know if you know this. I like classic 350s. This is I am biased. It was my first bike. I like this bike. But I always had a few complaints. It is not cruisery enough.
Exactly. Now it is.
Now it is. And it sounds better. It looks really cool. Like the
Yes.
designs that they've got and the colors that they've got
The
are
big
actually
thing I
sick.
like about it is the white wall tires.
White wall tires, cars reference. Let's go. Fuck yeah, cars reference. Amazing. Now another thing, the handlebars. I didn't like the handlebar position on the classic. I think हमने
Yeah.
इसके बारे में बात
Because
कर
वो
ही लिया है.
यहाँ नीचे है
हाँ,
बहुत।
वो like it you have to ride it like this. Now, the Goan Classic has proper ape hangers on it, hands up at like head level. Have not ridden it, but I've seen it, and it looks really good. It is
Yeah.
officially out, so I can get a test ride soon. I'm going to do that.
You know what you should do? We have been saying बहुत टाइम से कि हम बहुत सारी बाइक्स टेस्ट
Yeah,
राइड
I should
लेंगे.
make a list and start test riding these bikes and
You
make
start test
videos.
riding it and start recording them also.
Yeah. अभी Bear
Obviously, the
650 Bear
showroom
650
allows.
करने वाला हूँ मैं. Definitely.
Yeah,
Because my dad was
your
also
dad is
wanting to
also
try it
getting
out.
that done.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like, Bear 650 looks nice. I want to try it. Good suspension on the 650 is rare.
will he buy it though?
I don't think so. If I know him, I don't think so. This is one of the bikes that he just wants to try. Because वो generally करते भी रहते हैं अपना. He's
हम्म.
like, I have my bikes,
यार
but I
अंकल को
want
बोल
different
यार कंटेंट
things.
बनाना शुरू करें.
भाई वो
बाइकिंग कंटेंट.
I don't know. I don't know कि वो कब बनाएंगे because he's been talking about it. मैं अपना
Yeah,
लैपटॉप को लात मारते जा रहा हूँ. He's been talking about it. He has also been putting out Instagram posts. We'll put his Instagram in the
I love his
description.
stories buying.
Stories are great. He even puts out like reviews whenever he tests a new bike.
Yes,
Always fun to see. Would be nice in the form of a YouTube video. But हाँ, we're
exactly.
getting a little sidetracked. मैं Bear 650 definitely try करने वाला हूँ. And along with
हम्म.
that, I'm also going to take a test ride of the Goan Classic because this I know I've been saying for a while that मेरे को sport bike लेनी है,
Yeah,
and that would be what I replace my Classic with.
yeah,
But then that would completely change the Classic. Now the Goan Classic
exactly.
is a very good replacement.
It is, but for what you want to do, I
I
don't think
know.
you should
I know. Now, I am not considering getting this right now, but I can see myself owning one at some point.
in the future. Yeah,
Because
same.
for
Because
this is the exact kind of
it's the
bike
kind
I
of
love.
bike which you know, you always, every kid has always wanted to, drive a, like a
Yeah,
proper cruising chopper type of bike.
yeah, dude. And now
So yeah,
I've always enjoyed Classic 350. Like bachpan se, I was that kid that liked Classic. I liked Bullet. I
mm,
I like that bike. Now the only things that I would modify about mine उसी का उन्होंने बना दिया है
yeah,
brand new cruiser bobber vibe for a classic, which
mm,
I really like to see. Tubeless spoke rims also,
yes,
which now Royal
very good
Enfield
thing,
is becoming a
very
thing
good
for
thing.
Royal Enfield. I'm happy to see it because spoke rims are genuinely better. Like in
Mm,
many ways, unsprung weight कम रहता है, handling is better. Spoke rims are king. पंक्चर हो गया तो गांड फटेगी.
yes. तो उसके बाद तो तुम्हारा कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Yeah. So
तुम्हारा पूरा
tubeless is good to
टायर
see.
रिम सब इधर उधर नाच सकती है तुम्हारी
हाँ, but
बेसिकली.
the tubeless was good to see.
Yeah,
And white wall, of course. It's good looking bikes. We'll put up photos of it right now. I think the black and gold though is always safe option, but
mm.
I really like
I
the
like
purple
the
one.
red one, the black and red one.
I like the purple haze. Not just
Mm.
because naam purple haze hai, but also it's a good color, and I like the cursive Royal Enfield font. That looks
Yeah,
nice. Same one as the classic 650s of maroon wali hai.
yes, yes, yes.
So fun.
So that's good. I genuinely thought Royal Enfield had no more 350s left in them,
I
but
guess
no.
they do. I that they can't kill that. No, that's their bloodline.
That's their how. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one more coming out. Spy shots आ गए हैं.
Which one?
Not a 350, 650. So not even a 650. A new Royal Enfield that's not a 350, not a 411, 440, 450, or 650.
A 750, right?
750 or 850. There are spy
Yeah.
shots out of a Continental GT with fairings.
Yes, I have
Fully
seen that.
faired Continental GT, bhai. Now, okay. Every bike. Every bike that Royal Enfield is putting out right now, I am
Mm.
enjoying.
Yeah,
And
they
if
are
they,
making good decisions.
yeah,
Whoever is making good decisions in Royal
exactly.
Enfield.
If they keep this kind of momentum and this quality levels up, there is a good possibility कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा समय तक रॉयल एनफील्ड में ही अटका रहूँगा. Because I've been talking about this for a while कि I want to get out of that bubble कि Royal Enfield.
You're the Royal Enfield guy.
Yeah, I don't like that bubble कि I
Yeah,
become this. But why are they making such cool bikes? Like
it's not bad.
for
Like you
almost
can own
every
it
bike I
also.
want, other than modern sports bike, for every kind of bike I like, Royal Enfield is making something amazing.
Yeah, but can they make a sports bike like fully sports bike?
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
and I mean it's not their forte also. Like their whole brand is all about old school retro bike.
Yeah.
So
But
it's fine.
getting a Continental GT, which
It's also fun. Yeah,
definitely
with
the
parents.
reboring from 650 to 750 or
650.
850 is built on the same twin wala platform, but bigger engine.
Yeah.
I know that this will be a power bump from the first one because Continental GT में लोगों को mainly यही problem था, it does not make enough power and it used
Yeah.
to make 47. So maybe we can look at something like 55 or 60 bhp.
Mm.
अगर 850 कर दिया,
Genuinely, I would genuinely want them to reduce the weight also
yeah,
of that bike.
that is another big one for sure. But they are trimming down the exhaust from what I could tell. And
Okay.
exhaust by itself, the weight reduction that people are seeing by putting aftermarket exhausts on the Continental GT is 14 ग्राम का weight reduction. 14 ग्राम, 14 किलोग्राम
Exactly.
का weight reduction. 14 ग्राम से कुछ नहीं होता.
14
14
gram.
14 मेरा दिमाग कहीं और चल रहा है. 14 किलोग्राम का weight reduction तुम्हें सिर्फ exhaust change करके मिल सकता है in a GT, which is
Yeah.
a big deal for a bike. Like 14 kilograms is a lot.
Like if you in GT, if you change the exhaust and you change the tires,
हाँ.
you have a completely different bike.
Exactly. A bike that handles better, a bike that is faster,
Sounds better
genuinely,
also.
sounds better also. Sound तो देख, even stock GT का sound बहुत बढ़िया है.
Is good. Yeah.
But
Is good.
the exhaust is way too bulky. It adds too much
Yeah. It
weight.
goes
It
very much
goes,
out.
yeah, मतलब पूरा बाहर तक जाता है. I've seen people's exhaust getting like rammed in traffic also.
Yeah.
कि वो साइड में खड़ा है, यहाँ से ऑटो आके ऐसे मार दिया. It's it doesn't make sense, the exhaust on that bike. But aftermarket, a few things. Basically everything that I would want from a Continental GT. दिखा मुझसे.
Mm. दिखा
Everything that I would
बहुत छोटी
want,
लाइन पे थे.
anything that I would want from a Continental GT. कि I have imagined this when the GT came out. कि अगर मैं ये बाइक
Mm.
लूंगा, मुझे इस पे फेयरिंग चाहिए, मुझे इसका
Yeah.
सस्पेंशन इम्प्रूव चाहिए. I want better tires on this. And I wanted to make more power. Not back when it came out, तब से मैं ये सब नहीं सोच रहा. जब से आई है तब से मैंने ये सब सोच के रखा है कि अगर ये बाइक मेरे गराज
Yeah.
में हो, it needs to be like this.
Mm.
And that's exactly the GT they're releasing. Hopefully,
Yeah, but
hopefully. I don't want to jinx it.
let's see. We don't have the details right.
We don't have the details yet. We know it has a bigger engine, we know it has fairings, we know it's lighter,
Yeah,
which is good signs.
sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds like the ideal Continental GT upgrade. Because
Hmm.
वो बाइक बहुत टाइम से ऐसी की ऐसी पड़ी है.
Yeah,
No change. In fact, they've made
but
it worse.
yeah, and that's good actually. Like GT is somewhat a very big deal in our country also.
Status
So
symbol.
yeah,
And bro, one thing I
and
realized about Royal Enfield, the
uh,
650s, for 650cc bike, they make very less power. But
yeah,
for a 3.5 lakh rupee bike.
It's good.
They actually make decent power.
Why do you think it's compared to Dukes?
वही तो
That is why.
exactly. Like the GT 650 is cheaper than the Duke 390
Yes, but
significantly.
it's again, it's
Heavy.
always heavier and slower than Duke.
Yeah.
Still. So yeah, it's okay. It you win some, you lose some.
It's different bikes for different kinds of people.
Exactly.
I'm just realizing that there
Okay.
is a GT lover within me because that those spy shots कुछ जग गया मेरे अंदर का यार
Yeah.
like ये चाहिए अगर ये if this turns out as cool as I think it will मुझे ये चाहिए
Hmm.
but मुझे सब कुछ चाहिए so it's fine.
I mean, the market is booming right now. Every bike which is launching, I'm like, oh,
भाई
maybe I can buy this.
drooling over that shit exactly.
Maybe I should get this.
EVs भी आ रही हैं बढ़िया. There's
Yeah.
good
Also,
commuters coming out. There's
they
good big bikes. So
Ultraviolet
yeah.
released a fully faired F99 first look,
Yes
like
sir.
as a track thing, I
Yes
think.
sir.
So again, F99 is still a track bike, but they have made it fully faired now
Yeah.
for the track.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
They also put out
Another
a
thing,
on-track comparison between the S77
yes,
RC390 and RS457.
yes, and
And
it is
all
the
of
fastest
it is the
on a track
fastest, but also we have to take into account that this is the race-tuned variant of the F77,
variant. Yeah,
and it might be the road legal variant of the other two.
yeah,
इतना हो सकता है, but the F77 was still the fastest of these three bikes. So
yeah. But again, that's on the track.
that's on the track. But in the real world also, I am certain that that will translate because
It will,
there's nothing
but
like there's
uh,
no sense of okay, you need to shift or you need to take gaps in acceleration. It's just smooth
yeah.
acceleration and smooth
But
torque
the thing
delivery.
is, uh, if you compare it to the bikes it got compared to,
Huh.
its top speeds and those numbers, they don't match the same.
Yes. Which is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, which is the problem. Like, obviously, like a professional racetrack d- driver can actually put that number, but in the real world, nobody's doing that with
Yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's cool. Like, I still love the ultraviolet, but uh,
Yeah. Take that video with a grain of salt, basically. Yeah.
also, the new Activa Electric has been officially launched in India now, and it is available now. We have the details, which is its range is the 102 kilometers,
Not bad.
and it has top speed of 80 kilometers per hour,
Not bad.
which is not bad.
Yeah, that's
Actually, not
better
bad.
than some bikes out right now.
Yeah,
And that's
it
also
price
matches
is
Ether,
not.
right?
So Aether not in the speed sense, because Aether is like 90 ka speed top speed, and
Okay.
Aether has 150 ki range. So Aether is still better
ठीक है.
at
Okay.
some point. Uh, but the thing is, this is more. I think more. The price is not revealed yet. I think this would be more cheaper than Aether for sure,
Which
from what
will
I think. Yeah.
line up with
And
where
also
the Activa
this has
normally
a
sits.
swappable battery. It has a Honda is doing a swappable battery thing, that they're going
Okay.
to put power stations
Okay.
in in the city, and you can basically just swap the batteries. You don't have to charge them and wait for it.
That is the most useful way to
Exactly.
build EV infrastructure in a place like India.
Yeah, and that's what they are doing now.
That is dope. That is dope because these
Yeah, but the
Yulu
only
Yulu has
problem
been
with
running swapping battery, like swappable battery
mm,
power stations in Delhi for a while, and that system is actually working. The next best thing after that is ये वाला यूलू छोड़ के एक और यूलू उठा लो जो लोग
exactly.
करते हैं अभी भी. But battery swapping is already happening with our city bike वाला infrastructure,
Mm.
which is proven.
Yeah. Also, brain fart. Okay.
Nice.
Honda. I was going to say something about Honda. मैं क्या बोलने वाला था यार?
You were talking about
Fuck.
the Activa EV.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
know.
called the Activa
No, it's
EV
called
यार?
Activa E.
अबे यार, missed an
Yeah,
opportunity.
exactly.
मैं Activia bro, let's go.
Activa. Activa. Uh, yeah, so swappable batteries, but yeah, with that, the only problem which I will have with that, this is what I was going to say, that if you have swappable battery stations, I think it would cost more.
Yeah,
So the purpose of buying an EV, that it is cheaper, goes out the window then. Because
will
EVs
it
are
be though?
only if you charge them at your home. They are
Hmm.
not cheap at power stations at all. That's
Yeah,
a fact.
yeah,
They are more expensive than your diesel cars then.
makes sense.
So EVs only make sense if you are charging them at home.
Unless
And
they
if
make this very, very cost effective.
yeah, exactly.
कि,
If it's good, it's sensible, then it's good.
so I
And I
think
don't know if
Ola
this
was,
swappable battery is chargeable at home or not. I don't know.
I don't know if
Maybe
Ola
it
was
should be.
trying to do this or not, but I know that in cars BYD ये कर रहा था. They were
Yeah.
trying to put out something called battery as a service, which
Mm,
in the way that they did it was more like battery as a loan, but it
yeah.
didn't really. The concept of battery as a service is you buy
Mm.
the vehicle and then you buy like basically a membership to the battery.
What?
Yeah. In BYD ka case, what is happening with this is you buy the vehicle and then you're paying a subscription fee for the battery, and by the end of the year or by the end of like 3 4 years, whatever the amount is, I don't know the amount of time, we'll put that up on screen. By the end of that period of time you own the battery and the car, BYD के केस में. तो that is not actually battery as a service, but the way in which battery as a service can make sense. तुमने
Yeah.
एक्टिवा होंडा एक्टिवा ई खरीदी and
Yeah.
you are subscribed to the battery as a service and you're paying the subscription fee for this battery. इसके
Mm.
लिए the price of the scooter itself has to be very cheap for this to work.
Yeah.
And you of course always also have the option of मैंने बैटरी खरीद ली तो
Mm.
ये मेरा ही vehicle है पूरा. But ये मैं थ्योरी बना रहा हूँ, ये मुझे पता नहीं अगर होंडा ये करने वाला है या नहीं. But what I think, if they are doing swappable batteries, there will be a subscription, something like Activa E
No, no,
Pro.
no, no. No, it has been revealed.
Yeah,
You basically go to the charging station. Yeah, it has been revealed. You go to the charging station, you tap your card, pay for it, you swap the batteries. That's all
that's
it is.
the tapping the card well part only. So that will be
Yeah.
for members of the Activa E Pro battery subscription.
Oh, okay.
And then for those people, the scooter gets cheaper. You need to swap your battery or swap it out. You're paying us every
Ah, yes,
year
yes.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So this gives
Understandable now.
Honda more income. It makes
Mm-hmm.
the scooter cheaper for some people that know
Mm,
that हमारा daily बाहर का घूमना फिरता रहता है.
mm.
So those guys can swap their batteries out whenever they need to.
Yeah.
But ये उतना sensible नहीं है. for a place like Delhi. I can see this making sense in other places, जहाँ पे generally the above 100 kilometers per hour one way वाला ज़्यादा रहता है. In a place like
Hmm.
Delhi, I can imagine this being useful for deliveries, but that Yulu already has on lockdown, if I'm being honest. Like, nothing is
Yeah,
beating Yulu now with how cost effective those are.
that concept is like a worldwide concept right now.
Exactly.
Like here, Lime is good. There are other companies also worldwide which do the same platform thing. And in India, Yulo is there.
Exactly. I don't know if it's all over India, but at least in our part of India, in Delhi
It's there, yeah.
NCR, it's big. Yulu's actually
Yeah.
gotten pretty good. Bangalore maybe hai Yulu.
Mm.
This I know. It's in Delhi NCR and Bangalore. I
Uh,
don't know if Mumbai has it.
yeah. Speaking of EVs, we have one more bike, EV bike. Uh,
Oben Roar?
no, we
Okay.
talked about last video, but
We did?
yeah, we did.
Fuck, okay.
The bookings for Ola Roadster are open now.
Have they
Not
revealed
the
a
not the
price?
fast one, the I think the normal one.
The Roadster, not the Roadster Pro.
Oh no, all the Roadster. I think the Roadster X, the Roadster and Roadster Pro, all the bookings are open for all of them.
Have they done a full price reveal?
The price begins from 75,000 up to 2.5 lakh, depending on which one you're buying. So the cheapest one, the cheapest version, the Roadster X begins from like 75,000, and the fastest one, the Roadster Pro, which we were talking about, is 2.5 lakh. The one which is doing those of the speed.
That's actually very good prices.
Exactly.
Have they said when they will be making deliveries?
I don't think so, but they have released a teaser video kind of a thing for it.
Because बात तो भाई ये टेस्ला की
So
तरह कर रहे
deliveries
हैं.
will be okay. No, no, no. Deliveries in March 2025. March 2025.
That's not that far away.
Yeah, that's in like what, 4 or 5 months?
What? Yeah, it's December now, so 5 months, 4 months.
In 4 months, we have Ola Roadster coming out properly.
Wow. Okay.
But is it a good one to buy or not?
That's
You can
the
only
question.
know because Ola's reputation is very bad, very
So
very bad.
Ola के साथ the problem is they are not most most vehicles in India, every manufacturer in India, and this is how it works in most of the world also. Uh, the interaction is manufacturer just makes the bikes or
Mm,
vehicle of any kind. Manufacturer makes the vehicles, and then they have partnerships with dealerships and service networks.
yeah,
They train the service officials how to service the vehicles, and they give their bikes to dealerships. Right. Ola के
yeah,
साथ scene is they are trying to be the first direct to consumer vehicle manufacturer in India. Or
yeah,
I think the only other one is Tesla globally, direct to consumer. They are trying to follow in Tesla के footsteps. Problem is Ola is selling their scooters, they are servicing their scooters. They don't have that many dealerships, they don't have that many service stations. There's
yeah,
too many scooters, there's not enough people servicing them. If you look at, like, go on to Reddit and just search Ola S1 Pro, you'll see एक बंदा 20 स्कूटर्स को साथ में सर्विस कर रहा है.
Hmm.
And they have said now that they are opening new service centers and that they're going to ramp up on their network with that. But
I think what Ola
very
is
limited.
all Ola is doing is they just want to sell the product, as many products as they can, and then just don't give a fuck about their customers at all.
Exactly. Because like this is such an easy problem to not have in the first place if you just sell your vehicles like everyone else is doing.
Exactly.
Even or if you want to do a direct to consumer thing, I think Ather भी direct to consumer करता है. Ather के भी
I
dealerships
think
नहीं
yeah,
है.
yeah.
Ather just makes more reliable vehicles.
Make more reliable vehicles and give better service if you
Exactly.
actually want people to buy your shit.
Because if you're going to give people features like keyless start, key है ही नहीं, right?
Yeah.
And then you have problems
स्कूटी
like
हैंग क्यों हो रही है मेरी?
स्कूटी हैंग हो रही है भाई. तुमने पासवर्ड डाला, स्कूटी अनलॉक हुई लेकिन हैंडल बार लॉक्ड रह गया. तुम्हारी स्कूटी चल रही है 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर पे, पांच छह लोग साथ साथ घूम रहे हैं, तुम्हारी स्कूटी की स्क्रीन ऑफ हो गई.
Yeah,
लाइक कुछ भी हो रहा है इस स्कूटी के साथ एंड देन इट इज जस्ट लाइक ठीक है, द स्क्रीन इज नॉट वर्किंग, योर स्कूटी इज यूजलेस.
exactly. You can't drive it at all.
बिकॉज देर इज नथिंग फिजिकल टू फिक्स.
Exactly.
या तो स्कूटी खोल के खुद ठीक करो, बट इट्स नॉट इवन वेरी राइट टू रिपेयर, लाइक यूजर रिपेयरेबल भी नहीं है.
Mm,
आइदर मेक योर प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक अ फकिंग टॉय कि ठीक है इसकी बैटरी निकाल के उल्टी करके वापस डाल दूंगा तो ठीक चलने लग जाएगा. लाइक
exactly.
या तो इतना इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बना दो बट देन थेफ्ट का प्रॉब्लम हो
खराब ही ना
जाता
हो
है.
भाई, ऐसा बनाओ खराब ही ना हो.
एग्जैक्टली. बिकॉज गिमिक्स थोड़े से कम कर देते ना, तो ओला इज मेकिंग द बेस्ट स्कूटर्स इन ईवी मार्केट.
They are making good scooters, भाई. मतलब like
बट they're so fucking
the
gimmicky.
concept, the concept is good.
Exactly.
Their concept is good. They are just not
Execution is
providing
shit.
the right product.
भाई जो इनका प्रीमियम सेगमेंट है,
Quality is
राइट,
shit.
द S1X I think is a better deal right now than the S1 Pro,
Yeah,
not just because it's cheaper, but because उसमें चाबी डाल के वो स्टार्ट होती है.
exactly. It's
उस
the only key one which they
एग्जैक्टली
have.
स्ट्रेट अप.
उसमें भी प्रॉब्लम है लेकिन.
हाँ, प्रॉब्लम्स तो उसमें भी है. But the thing is, someone that is having this much problem with their scooters making a bike scares
Exactly.
me.
That's the thing. Now instead of focusing on fixing their scooters, they're making new bikes
And they're
which
going to
are
make new problems
aiming
with them.
200 ki speed.
And shit will break
Don't
at
you?
those speeds, man. I don't
Yeah,
know what Ola is expecting ki we will make a bulletproof product. That's what you thought with the S1.
yeah. But now people will not trust you at all because your already existing products are shit.
Exactly.
So why will they buy your new products? Why?
Even
Nobody
if
will.
those products are fucking killer products, which from the
Exactly.
looks of it, of
They are
course,
in theory, in concept wise, it's price wise also. It sounds amazing. Like I
it's
would
like
love to own one.
its future is now type level of
Yeah,
ये बहुत cool product है. But मेरा वो faith ही नहीं बचा यार इसमें. Ola is
exactly. I don't
now,
trust Ola.
Ola
I
to
don't trust.
me is like the Tesla of India.
Yeah.
And now with the Roadster, they look like Elon Musk saying Cybertruck coming next year is going to be the best car ever. And मैं सुन रहा था 4-5 साल से, and when the Cybertruck was announced, I loved that car. I was like, ये चाहिए मेरे को अपने फ्लीट में किसी ना किसी दिन.
Yeah.
ये बहुत अजीब लग रही है, ये बहुत कूल है, मेरे को ये चाहिए. लेकिन जब वो आई गाड़ी,
Ilona.
भाई हगा है जो टेस्ला ने अमेरिका की शक्ल पे साइबर ट्रक बुला के उसको. आई थिंक रेप्यूटेशन का जो सत्यानाश हुआ है टेस्ला का, ओला वो
Yeah,
ऑलरेडी कर चुका है, लेकिन अब जाके वो साइबर ट्रक निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं,
exactly.
which they can either make very bold moves and hope that that saves their company, but the much better idea
Or
would
it can
be
actually drown their company
exactly,
completely.
and a much better idea would be just focus on fixing the products that you have.
Yeah,
Make a Ola S2 that works,
yes.
and then make a roadster. I'm not saying don't make a
Or
roadster.
at least
I'm
the
happy to see.
S1, or make the S1 better. Like,
Yeah.
fix your fucking scooter.
And if the too many features is causing the too many problems, give me less features.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there
Bhai,
are so many electric
why?
scooters in the market who are not giving those features and are working properly, and people are buying them.
And
Why?
those
Because they
features,
work.
bro, are useless.
Yeah, nobody needs them.
I don't need games on my scooter.
Exactly.
I don't need I don't need
Hey, the
WhatsApp
most chabri
notifications on
thing
my
which
scooter.
Ola has, the most chabri thing which Ola has is speakers on that scooter. चौथ पता है ये हरकतें मेरे दोस्त करते थे अपनी एविएटर और एक्टिवा में। वो करोल बाग से स्पीकर लगवाते थे ब्लूटूथ कनेक्टिविटी वाले, जिसमें एसडी कार्ड डल के उससे गाने बजते थे, और वो की दबाओ तो उससे गाना ऑन होता था। और भैंचो द मोस्ट छपरी थिंग एवर, चलते हुए लाउड म्यूजिक में फटते हुए स्पीकर चल रहे हैं। I've seen people driving Olas and blasting music from those speakers, and I'm like,
It's the only thing on that scooty that
gee,
works. The speaker is the only thing that works. Sorry.
तुमने ब्लूटूथ स्पीकर खरीदा है इतना महंगा।
Exactly, यार. And उनके claims तो बढ़िया हैं यार. But I will not trust Ola as a manufacturer.
That's why I will wait after March when people, if somebody buys it and the public review comes out, if that is good and the bike actually works, then I will buy it only.
अब
Actually consider to buy,
अभी तो we don't
not
even
just
have
go and
proof that Ola की ठीक है, अगर ओला का कोई प्रोडक्ट आया है और वो प्रोडक्ट बुरा निकला, अभी तो हमारे पास इतना भी प्रूफ नहीं है कि वो बुरा प्रोडक्ट ठीक कर सकते हैं.
exactly.
सोच, Gen 1 Roadster comes out to be a shitty bike. Like brakes fail हो रहे हैं इस बाइक के, it is blowing up at less than its top speed. Like dangerous
Mhm.
things start happening with this bike. Then I don't know enough about Ola to know that Roadster Gen 2 will be more reliable, because
Yeah,
they never even put out a Gen 2 for the first product that was fucked up. वो उसी fucked up platform पे और products बनाते हैं.
exactly.
So for Ola, I would say my only request to them as a manufacturer is show me that you can fix the S1 as a product, and then I will consider
Also,
buying the
the
Roadster.
thing is, have you seen the interview of the owner of Ola?
There are a few.
There was an interview like last month, I think, where basically he said that he does not support the um this 9 to 5. You know, you only work from 9 to 5.
Hmm.
He's like, no, you can work more than that,
Yeah.
and like after office hours, you should also work for the company, and on Saturdays को leave जरूरत नहीं है, we don't need them. Saturday Sundays को छुट्टी जरूरत नहीं है. And
Where is this
if that is the
ideology?
mindset, then obviously the employees of that company will not want to fucking work.
Yeah.
That's why your products are so shit, because your employees are fucking exhausted probably.
Man, see, I actually want to research into this to like
Yeah,
see why Ola, despite being so big in our country,
yeah,
is so fundamentally failing as a company, as a
Mm.
not as a brand they are failing, as a company they are failing, as a manufacturer they are failing, as a service network they are failing. I'm seeing less people taking Ola cabs now.
Yeah, everybody is shifting to Uber.
Uber, अपना Meru वगैरह. There's like 1,000
Yeah,
different ride share companies. There's like 1,000 different electric scooters, and everyone seems to be doing things simpler than Ola, and by
and
doing them simpler,
working.
they're doing it better.
Yeah, it's working for everyone else.
So Ola maybe needs to not be so flashy right now and needs to actually restructure as an organization,
Mm.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the leadership in that company needs to change, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
it
somewhere the hierarchy that that company is getting fucked
because
from the
someone is
inside.
making these decisions that
Exactly.
no one is agreeing with. ठीक है, we want cool concepts, but fix your fucking first product.
Yeah.
भाई सोचो कि you are a car manufacturer, for example.
Mm.
People are buying your car, the car is breaking down within the first 6 months, and they're giving it to the service center, and then they're not getting the car back for months.
Yeah.
And इतने में ही you are releasing new vehicles. कौन खरीदेगा? जो
Exactly.
तुम्हारा लॉयल कस्टमर बेस था उसकी तो तुमने जला दी गांड. जो कस्टमर बेस आना था वो अब रेडिट पे सर्च करेगा ओला सर्विस नेटवर्क, तो उससे पता है तुम्हें क्या दिखेगा.
Yeah.
दिस इज किलिंग ओला.
Yeah. Like anybody who has common sense is not buying an Ola.
Yeah, and most of the people that have common sense really want Ola to be good,
Yeah.
because कॉमन सेंस से देखा जाए तो नंबर्स बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं ये वाले,
Exactly.
देखने में सुनने में, but then there it forms that level of this is too good to be true.
Exactly. It is too good to be true. मतलब पहली बार जब our reaction was like, this is a lie.
Yeah, like 200 kilometers per hour from an Ola, I'm sorry, I if for less than 3 lakh, fuck you, no way. But now it's not even like I doubt that they'll be capable of it. मेरे को लगता है ये कर भी देंगे. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं तुम्हारा 200 किलोमीटर पर आवर वाली बाइक भी ना खरीदूं.
Yeah.
अगर ओला की बाइक 200 किलोमीटर पर आवर जा रही है, लेकिन 200 पे पहुंच के स्पीडो काम करना बंद हो गया ना. तो
तो भाई बाइक अगर जल गई तो इनकी तो स्कूटर जल जाते हैं, दे कैच फायर.
dude, so what is the point of you telling me that the malfunctions I'm going to have will be even more unsafe? क्या बात हुई? They haven't
Like
done
literally
any work in
reputation
building the faith.
reputation of Ola is कि अरे ये तो फट जाती है, जल जाती है खड़े खड़े. लिटरली खड़े खड़े जल जाती है वो बाइक. क्यों? क्योंकि बैटरी फट जाती है उसकी बेसिकली.
अब अच्छी
तो
बात ये हुई है that in between the S1 वाला generation and now, बैटरी टेक्नोलॉजी इम्प्रूव हुई है बहुत ज्यादा.
yeah, that I have also seen.
तो वो
But
ठीक है, आई अग्री दैट दैट विल बी लेस ऑफ अ प्रॉब्लम, बट that was not even the biggest problem with Ola.
yeah,
Biggest problem is that when the problems come up, they don't know how to deal with them.
they are not getting solved.
Exactly. लोगों के स्कूटर्स बस पड़े हुए हैं.
Hmm.
So
लिटरली भाई मैं रील्स देखता हूँ, लोग कहते हैं कि भाई ये अरे ये ऐसे ही खड़ी रहती है, ये सबसे पड़ी हुई है, ये सही नहीं होती है, बस शो पीस है.
भाई तूने देखा एक एक बंदे ने अपनी ओला बैलगाड़ी पे लगा के उस पे मालाएं वगैरह लगा के उसे वो सर्विस सेंटर लेके गया है.
या
लाइक ये सब चल रहा है, तुम अपनी अभी भी बाइक के सर्विस नहीं कर पा रहे हो। शर्म तो करो बहन, जो 200 किलोमीटर पर आवर बोलने से पहले। व्हाट द फक।
And if you go to their service center, they have loads of scooters just sitting there collecting dust because वो फिक्स नहीं हो रहे, खराब पड़े हैं।
अच्छा, एक
Shit,
चीज,
भाई।
सर्विस सेंटर्स की बात अगर हो ही रही है और हमारे 15 मिनट बचे हैं इस रिकॉर्डिंग में,
Yeah.
तो मैं ये टॉपिक उठा लेता हूँ। आई हैड द
Mm,
फर्स्ट full on hardcore error on my Himalayan that
mm,
I was like, ठीक है, we've gone 5,000 something kilometers. There has not been a single error. I was very happy with how things were going. मेरे को हमेशा जैसे skepticism है with these technologically more advanced things, because मेरी first bike थी classic 350. Like
yeah,
throttle cable खींचोगे तो भागेगी types, right? तो that's the kind of bike that I'm used to. And then from that, the upgrade that I made was straight to Himalayan, which is the most technology that Royal Enfield has ever put into a motorcycle.
exactly.
तो वो था कि ठीक है, मेरी बाइक कंप्यूटर बन गई है, कंप्यूटर में एरर आते हैं, तो ये झेलना पड़ेगा हमें। 5,000 kilometers, nothing happens. I was so happy. I went for a ride, came back. I was coming back from Gurgaon. Halfway back from Gurgaon, not even like more than halfway हो ही गया था, मैं चाणक्यपुरी तक पहुंच गया था आई थिंक। तो
Mm,
वहां से मेरे को एक एरर मैसेज आया अपने बाइक पे। आई वॉज राइडिंग इट नॉर्मली, जितना मैं नॉर्मली करता हूँ, नॉट रेड लाइनिंग इट, पिंगिंग ऑफ द लिमिटर, बट ऑल्सो नॉट लाइक ड्राइविंग लाइक अ ग्रैंड माँ, आराम से revving through the happy section of my tachometer. And what happened was, I stopped for 1 second to check something on my phone, and when I decided to start rolling off again,
mm.
it gave me an error saying APS failure, not ABS, APS failure, service now! Exclamation mark. मैं बोला बहनचोद ये भी ठीक है। फिर मैंने उसको ओके किया। फिर एक और एरर आया, बोला एरर विद सिलेक्टेड राइड मोड, सर्विस नाउ। तो आई वाज लाइक द फक। So I tried to change the ride mode, and it's like cannot change ride mode, error with ride mode selection, APS failure, service now। मैंने बाइक ऑफ करके ऑन करी। At first it was not showing those errors, थोड़ा सा
Mm,
throttle किया, वो दोनों errors वापस आ गए। So what was happening by this point that I figured out was, after turning the bike on and off of a couple of times, trying to change ride mode नहीं बदल रहा, थोड़ा सा throttle देता हूँ तो accelerator position sensor का failure दिखा देता है। I searched what APS means, it's accelerator position sensor. तो basically ride by wire system में the sensor that detects your throttle position and gives that message to the ECU, that sensor was acting up. So what it was doing was बहुत limited throttle response दे रहा था, और 4,000 RPM तक जाके power suddenly cut कर रहा था, because once you
mm,
get past that RPM on this bike, there's a surge of power.
mm.
तो for safety reasons basically वो बाइक limp mode में चली गई थी,
Yeah.
and limp mode में मैं उसे घर लेके गया। Once I reached home, again I tried power cycling it a couple of times. Nothing happened. Same error. Accelerator position sensor, error with selected ride mode, cannot change ride mode. Try again later types. Service now. Now I got very busy with work. So for a week I was not able to take my bike to the service center. But I did some
Mm,
research, and internet पे there are lots of people saying कि ठीक है, this error has happened with us also. We took a video of it. We went to Royal Enfield, and they said to us that they need to change the accelerator body. So the throttle, not throttle body, sorry, Accelerator assembly on the
Yeah.
handlebar, the right side. So this would change अपना APS sensor, would change your throttle, it would change your ride mode selector.
Mm.
And there's one, I think your hazard lights wala button on the back side of that. That whole unit needs to change क्योंकि वो APS sensor अलग से नहीं change कर सकते.
What the fuck?
Because APS sensor is part of that assembly. ठीक है, ठीक है.
Okay.
It's sorted into it, ठीक है. Okay. मान लिया पार्ट नंबर मैंने ढूंढा then I reached out to the service station being like hey this is the part number I need to make sure you have it and then I will bring my bike they said part है हमारे पास आप ले आओ मैं लेके गया एक हफ्ते बाद एंड उस एक हफ्ते में मैंने 2-3 बार एटलीस्ट बीच बीच में ऑन करके चेक करी है बाइक इट स्टिल शोड द सेम एरर्स मेरा घर है इन साउथ दिल्ली एरिया और
Yeah.
the service station that I take this bike to when it needs bigger work done is in Gurgaon because I bought the bike from Gurgaon. तो
Mm.
वहाँ पे थोड़े बहुत contacts हैं and in case there's any bigger issues to take up, those people can help out. So I know them there. मैं बाइक लेके गया वहाँ पे जिस दिन मैं लेके जा रहा था मैंने घर पे बाइक स्टार्ट करी it still showed the same errors I tried revving it out it was still cutting power above 4000 बीच में मैं रुका on the way to Gurgaon power cycled again still the same errors I reached Gurgaon turned the bike off turn it on check the throttle same error तो मैंने बोला चलो ठीक है मैंने बाइक बंद करी मैं अंदर गया मैंने बोला कि अच्छा मैंने आपसे बात करी थी ये पार्ट था ये काम करवाना है उन्होंने बोला हाँ ठीक है पार्ट आ गया है, आपका याद आ गया आप कौन हो आप बस जॉब कार्ड खुलवा लो 30 मिनट में आपका पार्ट चेंज करके रेडी हो जाएगा मैं बोला बढ़िया मैं जाके जॉब कार्ड खुलवाया उन्होंने बोला कि आपके पास इशू का वीडियो है तो मैंने बोला मेरे पास अपनी बाइक पे नहीं है बट किसी और के बाइक पे सेम इशू आता हुआ उसका वीडियो है वो चलेगा उन्होंने बोला हाँ बस इशू का वीडियो होना चाहिए इफ यू कैन शो कि बाइक पे क्या हो रहा है दैट इज गुड इनफ
Mm.
तो मैंने बोला हाँ वो मैं अभी भी दिखा दूंगा उन्हें बाइक पे बट ये वीडियो है मेरे पास शी वाज लाइक ओके जॉब कार्ड खोला बाइक हम अंदर लेके गए सर्विस स्टेशन में उसने अंदर ऑन करी उसने बोला इसमें तो एरर नहीं आ रहा मैं बोला अबे ठीक है मैं ट्राई करता हूँ नॉर्मली उसको सेंटर स्टैंड से हटा के थोड़ा सा थ्रॉटल देते हो तब एरर दिखता है हमने सेंटर स्टैंड से हटा के थ्रॉटल दिया एरर वो वाला नहीं आया पावर साइकिल किया 1-2 बार सेकेंड टाइम we turned it on it said error was selected right mode ABS sensor failure front wheel speed sensor failure uh, service now right mode malfunction 5 separate errors it showed तो मैं बोला अब तो भाई सारे एरर दिखा रहे हैं जो जिस एरर की मैं बात करता हूँ उसके अलावा सारे ही दिखा दिया अब तो हमने 1-2 बार और वापस ऑफ करके ऑन करी उसने
Mm.
लाइक एक चीज वन थिंग दैट ही डिड डू वाज दैट जब मैंने लास्ट अपनी बाइक की सर्विस करवाई थी उस सर्विस ऑफिशियल
Mm.
ने वो सर्विस इंटरवल रीसेट नहीं किया था तो वो इसने
Yeah.
रीसेट किया उसके बाद फिर से बाइक को पावर साइकिल किया अब कोई एरर नहीं है तो मैं बोला ऐसे तो हो नहीं सकता कि मतलब मैंने रिसर्च किया है इसके बारे में लोग बोल रहे हैं कि ये एरर देखने के बाद पार्ट चेंज करना पड़ता है और ये रॉयल एनफील्ड ने खुद उन्हें बोला है तो सर्विस ऑफिशियल ने बोला देखो बाइक आपके सामने है मैंने बोला आप बताओ कभी ऐसे खुद से एरर ठीक होते हुए देखा आपने उसने बोला देखो सर हो भी सकता है मैंने ये क्या बात है भाई एंड देन आई वाज
मैं
लाइक
बताऊँ क्या हुआ होगा?
हाँ
मेरी बाइक में भी ऐसा होता है कि लाइक इफ यू डोंट रीसेट द सर्विस इंटरवल तो वो शो करता है कि सर्विस नीडेड एंड ऑल।
हाँ,
मैं एक बार
सर्विस नीडेड वो मुझे शो कर रहा था वो, बट वो इट वाज
ये
शोइंग मी फॉर लाइक एटलीस्ट 2000 किलोमीटर्स, बिकॉज मैंने लास्ट अपनी सर्विस करवाई थी बिफोर लीविंग फॉर माई मध्य प्रदेश वाला ट्रिप।
या
तो पिछले आई थिंक 2000 किलोमीटर से वो वैसा ही दिखा रहा था, एंड द एंटायर ट्रिप वेंट वेल, एंड इवन इन दिल्ली इट वाज
थिंक
राइडिंग वेल, बट
maybe
एक
because
दिन
that sensor
सेंस
was there for a long time. Matlab, that thing, service wala thing was not reset for a long time. That's why the bike maybe went like, oh, this thing would fail
सी या
because you
दैट
have gotten serviced.
I thought that also. But then
Yeah.
why did it not fail before? And why did that same sensor, without changing anything, just resetting service interval, वो same sensor एकदम perfectly काम करने लग गया? Like पहले वो throttle response भी limit कर रहा था कि ठीक है, if it's just cutting power, then I understand कि ठीक है ये थोड़ा सा it's trying to prevent damage. अगर throttle respond भी अजीब कर रहा है कि मैं सेम पोजीशन पे होल्ड कर रहा हूँ, बट वो थोड़ा सा करके हो रहा है ऊपर नीचे, एंड इफ आई एम
Mm,
रेविंग इट आउट तब वो पावर कट कर रहा है, दैट इट फेल्ट लाइक देयर वाज अ प्रॉब्लम, इट
mm,
एक्चुअली फेल्ट लाइक द प्रॉब्लम दैट इट वाज सेइंग कि वो है वो थी, बट देन व्हेन आई टुक द बाइक फॉर अ टेस्ट राइड, चेक इंजन लाइट दिस होल टाइम चेक इंजन लाइट अभी भी थी, बस वो एग्जैक्ट
yeah,
एरर मैसेज वो वाला नहीं दिखा रहा था, चेक इंजन मेल फंक्शन लाइट जो होती है वो थी।
mm,
तो एनीवे आई टुक द बाइक फॉर अ टेस्ट राइड कि ओके यू कम ऑल्सो, सर्विस ऑफिशियल को पीछे बैठाया पिलियन सीट पे, टू अप राइड ली एक, टू अप राइड में नॉर्मल थी बाइक, तो मैं वहां पे आके मैंने बोला कि ठीक है एक मैं सोलो लेता हूँ, थोड़ा सा अग्रेसिवली राइड करके देखता हूँ, हो सकता है अग्रेसिव राइड करने पे वो एरर आ रहा हो। मैंने अग्रेसिवली भी राइड करी, लिटरली गुड़गांव में था तो ऑफ रोडिंग करने के लिए ज़्यादा कोशिश तो नहीं करनी पड़ती, तो थोड़ी सी ऑफ रोड भी लेके गया मैं, कुछ नहीं हुआ बाइक को। मैंने
yeah,
एबीएस ऑफ करके ऑन करके देखा, कुछ नहीं हुआ, बाइक सही चल रही है, इको मोड सही चल रहा है, परफॉर्मेंस मोड सही चल रहा है। तो मैंने बाइक ली, मैंने जॉब कार्ड खत्म करवा के वहां से बाइक उठाई, मैंने बोला आई एनकाउंटर प्रॉब्लम, इफ आई एनकाउंटर द सेम प्रॉब्लम आई विल कम एंड आई गेट द पार्ट चेंज्ड, बट हो गया, ठीक हो गया, ठीक है थैंक यू। तो वो
mm.
चेकिंग के 100 120 रुपए लिए। हो गया भाई।
But but ये कब गया था तू ये सर्विस सेंटर?
ये मैं गया था, कब एज इन किस दिन पे या फिर टाइम,
How many days ago?
हाउ मेनी डेज अगो, इट हैज बिन नाउ, अब हफ्ता हो गया।
और ये पूरे हफ्ते बाइक सही चली है?
पूरे हफ्ते डेली राइड किया है, पूरे हफ्ते एकदम मक्खन चली है।
बहनचोद दिए वायरिंग में इशू होगा कोई, बहनचोद पता नहीं क्या।
बट वायरिंग में भी कुछ चेंज नहीं किया है भाई, बाइक बाइक खुली तक नहीं है,
आह
लिटरली एंड में जाके उसमें सीट हटा के ओबीडी पोर्ट में अपना डायग्नोस्टिक टूल लगा के जस्ट चेक इंजन लाइट रिमूव करी है, बस इतना, मतलब बाइक का टैंक तक नहीं खुला है। तो वायरिंग की बात तो दूर की है ब्रो, लाइक कुछ नहीं बदला है, थ्रॉटल एक्सेलरेटर असेंबली उतारी तक नहीं, डिस्कनेक्ट करके रिकनेक्ट भी नहीं करी, सब वैसे का वैसे है, सारी वायर्स वैसे की वैसे हैं, जस्ट सॉफ्टवेयर ग्लिच। इमेजिन सॉफ्टवेयर ग्लिच हो रहा है मेरी बाइक पे, जिसकी वजह
या
से मैं थ्रॉटल नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। तो what I wanted to say was basically to wrap up this story. More electronics means more sensors, and more sensors means more failures. तो जहाँ तक हो सके, keep your bike as simple as possible, because Himalayan is already not a very technologically advanced bike. It's not like ट्रैक्शन कंट्रोल एंड ऑल वो सब नहीं है इस बाइक पे. एंड इट्स नॉट लाइक if conditions will be a certain way then the bike won't run. It will still run. Limp mode पे भी मस्त मैं दिल्ली गुड़गांव दिल्ली 2 बार की है on
Yeah.
limp mode with that bike. But I can very much see ki if they had gone 1 or 2 steps further with the electronics and they had still kept the same level of चल जाएगा वाला mentality, तो ये बहुत ज्यादा मतलब खराब हो सकता था.
Have become Ola.
It could have. Okay, now this ties it back. So, what Royal Enfield did, they have put a lot of technology, a lot of electronics, bunch of features. Google Maps डाल दिया भाई अपने बाइक पे,
Yeah,
but they have kept the two sides of things separate to the level of technology dashboard में है और buttons में है.
mm,
बाइक अभी भी बाइक है.
exactly.
तुम चाबी डाल के बाइक खोलोगे, तुम चाबी
वो
निकाल के
चलेगी.
बाइक लॉक करोगे, तुम बाइक चलाओगे तो बाइक चलेगी. ओला ने क्या किया, हम तुम्हें
मिक्स कर दिया
बेसिकली
सब कुछ.
स्कूटर की बॉडी में एक फोन बना के दे रहे हैं और कभी कभी वो स्कूटर की तरह चल जाता है, कभी कभी वो फोन की तरह चल जाता है. ज्यादातर कोशिश करोगे तो कभी कभी दोनों भी चल जाएगा, बट ज्यादातर कुछ नहीं
Mm,
चलता. सो my point with this is Royal Enfield has done a good job of adding not too much technology, although
yeah.
they also need to figure their shit out क्योंकि ये बहुत stupid glitch था. मतलब
Mm.
ठीक है, कुछ खराब हो रहा है तो ढंग से खराब हो, पार्ट चेंज करो,
या तो
कुछ
ना
मुझे
हो.
मुझे कुछ क्लोजर मिले कि ठीक है
या.
पार्ट खराब हुआ है, पार्ट चेंज किया है, पार्ट ठीक हुआ है. कोई क्लोजर नहीं है भाई, बाइक में कुछ नहीं किया. जाके बस ठीक हो गए खुद से. पेट खराब था बाइक का, बाइक ने बोला अब मेरा पेट ठीक है, थैंक यू. तो हाँ, थोड़ी सी फिनिकी निकली हिमालयन अपनी, थोड़ी सी नखरे वाली बाइक है. बट ठीक है.
अग्रे नहीं चलता भाई ना.
ठीक, नखरे कभी नहीं झेलने चाहिए, बट ठीक है. पॉइंट इज, टूर करते समय इसने कभी मुझे नखरे नहीं दिए और ऑफ रोडिंग करते समय इसने मुझे कभी नखरे नहीं दिए. सिटी में चलते हुए नखरे दिए हैं और सिटी में चलते हुए मेरे भी नखरे होते हैं, तो सिटी में किसी को चलना नहीं पसंद. Point is,
Yeah,
I still love the Himalayan from the bottom of my heart, but this error was very stupid and very annoying.
that.
एक
Yeah,
हफ्ते मेरे से बाइक ढंग से नहीं चली.
yeah.
चार
And I
हजार पे तो
think
ये बाइक शुरू होती है.
we are over an hour
Yeah, we
now.
just finished an hour with this story.
And yes, for anyone watching the episode,
We
we are
try.
making our episodes shorter now.
We're trying to. 1 hour is still
Yeah,
not short. और already
yeah.
मतलब 1 घंटा 4-5 मिनट हो गया है तो.
And to being very honest, like अगर हम ये नहीं डालते ना, अगर we still have topics to talk about.
हाँ,
Still.
and we literally had to have a discussion before this episode कि जब टाइमर खत्म हो जाए, अगर टॉपिक्स बचे हैं अगली बार बात
वो
करेंगे,
अगली बार.
एक और एपिसोड बनेगा, तुम चिल करो. तो ठीक है, एपिसोड खत्म करते हैं.
Yeah,
Summary, there are new bikes coming out, but don't trust Ola. And
yeah.
yet I want to trust Ola, but not yet. And if you are buying the new Royal Enfields, you might encounter some very stupid errors with things like sensors and your dashboard. And yeah, the electronics, they're still figuring out.
Mm,
बट
yeah.
बाइकें मस्त बना रहे हैं भाई, बाइकें मस्त बना रहे हैं. ये मैं विदाउट अ डाउट बोल सकता हूँ कि जो बचपन से
Yeah.
मेरा रॉयल एनफील्ड का ऑब्सेशन है वो अब जाके और ज्यादा बढ़ रहा है. मेरे को ये
Mm.
कंपनी बहुत अच्छी लगती है. ये मेरी
They
फेवरेट,
are making.
they're my favorite Indian automaker. I like them more than the car people also. Royal Enfield is doing more interesting things than Tata and Mahindra.
They are doing anything. everything like they're making more moves than any other Indian company
Yes, sir.
right now.
And on a global level, they're making
Yeah,
they're making
globally,
products now that are like ये इंडियन कंडीशंस के लिए बहुत स्टूपिड प्रोडक्ट है लेकिन ग्लोबली चल रहा है लाइक उस
yeah.
लेवल पे पहुंच गया है रॉयल एनफील्ड अब तो मजा आ रहा है देखने में
Royal Enfield is doing the right things.
today I saw today I saw a dude and his girlfriend vibing on a super meteor in the middle of traffic and then I was like ठीक है यार ये कल्चर में तो भाई रॉयल एनफील्ड बहुत बहुत कूल चीजें कर रहा है दे हैव सिंगल हैंडेडली इंडिया का राइडिंग कल्चर रॉयल एनफील्ड इस लेवल से इस लेवल तक ले गया है
ले गए हैं, yeah,
संडे
it's
राइड्स रॉयल
true,
एनफील्ड के बिना होती ही नहीं तो
exactly.
एंड ऑफ द डे बुल्ट मेरी जान
Yeah,
द सॉफ्ट स्पॉट विल ऑलवेज बी देयर ठीक है भाई
mm,
खत्म एपिसोड खत्म
okay.
कर जाओ सो जाओ
This is the end of the episode.
go take a shit.
Uh,
If you
Again,
subscribe, we will give you this time we will give you fruit chill. खाइएगा भी
fruit
fruit
chill,
chill.
yeah.
Subscribe for a
Gamer
fruit chill.
subs, please
Gamer subs, please
sponsor us.
sponsor
We
us.
are not अभी अभी हम फेमस नहीं है, तो
हाँ
obviously they will not know
जब तक गेमर
us.
सब्स मेरे को स्पॉन्सर नहीं करता तब तक मैं अपने जुराब की चाय बना के पीऊंगा. So if you
Yes, but
for human
please,
rights, please sponsor.
yeah, please like, share and subscribe so that भाई लोगों को शेयर करो भाई, करो 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 और लोगों को दिखाओ वीडियो. We are trying to put short video content also on this page, but we don't have time to edit those at all.
Yeah, but soon
It will
enough.
take me 5 minutes to edit the video. It's just मेरे को वो 5 मिनट भी नहीं मिल रहे हैं. मेरा
हाँ
दिमाग खराब हो गया है अभी.
अभी मैंने सारे एडिटिंग ड्यूटीज थोड़े से केविन को ऑफलोड करे हैं बिकॉज मेरे पास भी टाइम बिल्कुल नहीं है लेकिन मेरे पास शर्म भी बिल्कुल नहीं है तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि भाई तू
Yeah.
कर दे मेरे
And
से
I'm
नहीं हो
I'm
रहा
trying और भाई literally नहीं हो पा रहा.
हाँ तो there's a valid reason बट ठीक है
भाई
हो
मैं अपना
जाएगा
पर्सनल कंटेंट नहीं बना पा रहा, मैं इसको एडिट नहीं कर पा रहा. आई हैव टू मेक another big ass video also, which I'm also not able to make. So bear with us.
it will happen things will take shape but फिलहाल
Yeah.
good night and see you in the next episode
Uh,
bye bye